Hey guys, what's up? This is officaljamntherealist. Welcome back to another episode of video game news and rumors. If you like my channel and the content on my channel, hit that subscribe button and also hit that like button if you like this video. And also don't forget to hit that notification bell to be notified when I post videos. And today we're going to start off with VGChartz. And as you can see, Nintendo is still in the lead. PlayStation 5 came in second this I guess you could say last week, and Xbox Series X/S came in third last week, but not far behind the PlayStation 5, only a couple hundred behind PlayStation 5, which is very impressive. And it also, I want to say last week it sold 11,300 something in Japan, and this week it sold last week it sold 6,257. So that's huge, especially in Japan, because Xbox, especially the Xbox One, it really didn't sell good in Japan, but now Xbox is starting to pick up steam in Japan with games like Persona coming to Game Pass, or Crisis Core coming to Game Pass, which I'll be talking about Final Fantasy 7 later on in this episode. Next is Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Nintendo has a direct coming June 22nd. They said it'll roughly be 20 minutes, and I love how they put 10 a.m. Eastern time, because usually everything is Pacific time, and then I'll have to convert the time, but it'll be at 10 a.m. Eastern time. I probably won't be able to see this one, yeah, it'll be roughly again 20 minutes, and it'll show extra info on the game. I do plan on, I think I have this game pre-ordered. I'm not sure. If I don't, I'm gonna have to go pre-order it, because I did miss out on the second one. I do have the first one on my Switch, which I haven't played yet because I was playing Breath of the Wild, and I've been playing other games on my Xbox, and then I got a PlayStation 4. It's crazy, but I do have to play the first one. I heard the second one wasn't good. I mean, I'm gonna still try the second one. I know it's hard to find a physical edition, so I'm gonna have to download that, but I do plan on getting a physical edition of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 to go with my Xenoblade Chronicles 1. Next is Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. It's the sequel to Final Fantasy 7 Remake. I haven't played the remake game yet. When I got my PlayStation 4, I was all on Spider-Man, and then I was mainly on the Sony store buying, or PlayStation Direct, which is the PlayStation store, buying the exclusive games, and I didn't see Final Fantasy 7 up there. And then when I started playing the original Final Fantasy 7 on my Series X, it kind of dawned on me. I was like, wait a minute, didn't they remake this game? And then I did some research, and I was like, yes, they did, back in like 2020. What am I doing? I could go ahead and get it for the PlayStation 4. But I decided to wait, because I was enjoying the original so much on the Xbox. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna wait till it comes out on Xbox. But anyways, besides that, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, from what I know from the remake, the timeline changed. Basically now Zack is alive, which is the prequel to Crisis Core. And it's funny, because I remember these games, especially back on the PSP with Crisis Core, but I was so into Naruto. Like, if they didn't have any Naruto games, I just didn't play any other games. But now I'm open to try new things and everything. But I don't know how this game is going to go, because in the original one, where am I? I know I went to Nibelheim with Sephiroth and Cloud's so-called flashback that he had, and which I think he was in Zack's place, if I'm not mistaken, with being part of Soldier, because he was just a regular I guess fodder soldier, I guess you can say. Spoiler alert, my bad. But that's the original one. And where am I at? Because I already saw him impale the snake. Where am I at? Because I got past the snake, and then I saw the impaled snake. I want to say I ran into the agents, those I can't think of the guy's name, the bald headed guy with the glasses, in this like weird cave. Yes, I'm supposed to be helping these people fight this war. I don't know if it's like because they said there were this kingdom, or not kingdom, Shinra, I believe they said was coming back to destroy them or something. I don't know. I'm gonna have to jump back into it. I know I'm like in this little house on the bottom floor because I have to save the game. I have to crawl back up, get ammunition and stuff for the people, but it's a really enjoyable game. I know I'm probably not even halfway through. I'm probably like a quarter through. Like it's a very big game, and it's a lot of fun. But yeah, I don't know where Rebirth is going. Rebirth might go in the direction, like Zack. Well, now Zack is alive, and they're I'm skipping ahead. You know what? Yes, let's go to the next one, because I don't want to go too far ahead, because what I was about to say is going to include Crisis Core Reunion, mind you, Reunion. Next is Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. It's available on Steam. I do have a Steam Deck. Well, no, I don't have a Steam Deck. I have a Steam Deck pre-ordered, but they said it's coming in Q3 or later. And I do really want my Steam Deck, so at least I could play Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade on my Steam Deck. I don't have a PS5 yet. I do plan on getting a PS5 for the exclusives. I know God of War Ragnarok is coming out on PS4, so I don't really have to worry about that. But the later on exclusives like Spider-Man, Wolverine, and all the other ones, I do have to get a PlayStation 5. But later down the road. But Final Fantasy Remake is available on Steam. It came out June 17th, a day after the presentation. So yeah, when I get my Steam Deck, I plan on downloading this and playing it day one on my Steam Deck. Well, I mean, it's already out, but day one when I get my Steam Deck. Next is Final Fantasy Crisis Core. It comes out this winter. And do I have the volume down? I guess I'll play a little trailer for you. But the reason why, because it's Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion, and with all these remakes, they're using RE. So Final Fantasy VII Remake, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion. So I have a feeling this game right here, it might have that new continuity at the end. I know Square Enix has came out and said, yes, it's a remake, but it's more than a remake. So it makes me wonder. And also they mentioned Genesis. Genesis is part of the game in Crisis Core, and I have a feeling Genesis is going to be in Rebirth. So in a way, when you think about it, Remake changed that timeline. If Reunion, they have Zack alive at the end, that can be a segue into Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Maybe Genesis is going to be with Sephiroth. I don't know what's going to happen. But yeah, that's what I was going to say previously. So it's pretty cool. It's also coming out on Xbox too. I know a lot of fans were really mad, but I'm going to talk about that later on too. Now let's go to the next thing is Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. I know this is a lot of Final Fantasy VII, but a lot of people were kind of mad. I don't want to watch on YouTube. I know hold on, let me see if I click on it. Will it? No, it won't. Okay, so I'm gonna play a little bit for you while I talk. So a lot of people said this should have been the remaster for Final Fantasy, or remake for Final Fantasy, because if you have played Final Fantasy VII, the 3D models and everything, with the blocks and jagged looking edges. I still like it, but a lot of people said this should have been the remake, because it's like they took that the pixel graphics, and basically upgraded them, especially while they're moving and walking. Like, for example, this part, I remember this part. This is when they're going to Nibelheim, and this is where Cloud gets his memories mixed up with Zack, because originally, spoiler alert, this is Cloud. Cloud's just a regular normal foot soldier, and this is supposed to be Zack right here. He's a soldier. So yeah, just looking at this scene right here, it brings back when I was playing Final Fantasy VII on the Series X. I mean, I haven't finished it, I still have to finish it, but yeah, that brings back memories, and that was a really I remember playing it. I was like, yo, what? Like, I still thought that was Cloud, like that was Cloud, because I knew about Zach, and I was like, when is Zach gonna come in? Like, I didn't know the whole story until like I went online and read it. But yeah, Ever Crisis is coming out to iOS and Android. So, you know, if you want that, you know, same feel with the original Final Fantasy 7, I suggest, you know, I guess you can download it on mobile. Hopefully, maybe one day they'll put it on consoles. I feel like they should have put this on the Nintendo Switch and maybe Xbox, since they weren't going to bring the remake to Nintendo Switch or Xbox. But yeah, it's for iOS and Android. So I know I'm gonna download this. I'm gonna play this. And it should come out later. No, there's a closed beta later this year, but it might come out this year. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Next is Dragon Dogma 2. So I got this mixed up with Dragon Dota 2 because I remember looking at an anime on Netflix, and I think it was called Dragon Dota 2, and and I was like, wow, I am just stupid. Like, what is wrong with me? But Dragon Dogma 2, I want to say it came out, Dragon's Dogma came out 2012, right? And now a decade after the its predecessors, has been announced a decade after its predecessors release. So they are working on it, Capcom. So that's all we know, is that they're working on it. Dragon's Dogma 2. That's all. We don't know what platforms it's coming on. We don't know the gameplay. We don't know when the release date is. We just know that they're working on it. And last but not least, so as you know, Square Enix Final Fantasy Remake did not announce an Xbox release. And Xbox ambassador below said, well, sadly, these kind of decisions are made by developers. They have their reasons. Sadly, Xbox can't do anything in situations like this. Let's hope seeing Final Fantasy VII soon on Xbox consoles too. So, yes, so like, I don't know. All I want to say is that, just don't focus on one game, I guess. Like, we have 50 games coming to Game Pass, in the next 12 months. Starfield's next year, Redfall, Forza Motorsports, and that's just half of 2023. The other half of 2023, we might get Avowed and other, first party studios from Microsoft. And, don't forget the third party developers, like, I want to say this week, Naraka, Blade Point is coming out, and it's like 60 players, I believe, in one game. And I have it pre-downloaded, so I plan on playing it on June the 23rd. But just keep your chin up. Just be patient. As I say, patience is a virtue. And you never know, they might do a whole packet trilogy and bring it to Xbox. And also, you can talk with your money. You can either not buy Square Enix stuff or buy Square Enix stuff. And I know some people have that argument of, just boycott them, don't, forget them, show them we speak with our money. And then there's the other side that says, hey, just support the Square Enix stuff that comes to Xbox. And then maybe if Square Enix sees it's selling, maybe they'll change their mind and put Final Fantasy VII on Xbox. I'm not sure. I don't know what Square Enix is, thinking during the whole situations. I mean, shoot, during my birthday, I purchased, I want to say because the week of my birthday, I purchased Final Fantasy VII Remake. No, Final Fantasy VII, the original one. And then the day of my birthday, I purchased Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition, Final Fantasy 8. I couldn't get Final Fantasy 12. I want to say I got Final Fantasy Type 0. There was another one. Did I get Final Fantasy 12? I might have gotten Final Fantasy 12 because I've already played Final Fantasy 13, 1, 2, and 3. But actually, no, that's a lie. I played Final Fantasy 1. I haven't played 2. I played some of 3 back when I was in middle school. I want to say it was a fun game, but then I got like really confused and I was running out of time. But yeah, just, you know, keep your chin up, be patient. You know, I know I'm gonna be buying Crisis Core Final Fantasy because I don't know, I like Final Fantasy games, they're fun to me, so I do plan on getting Crisis Core, even though we're not getting the remake. I'll probably get Remake on Steam, but I do plan to buy Crisis Core on my Xbox when it comes out. Hopefully, you know, maybe it sells enough and shows Square Enix that, hey, there is a player base for Final Fantasy and that people do want this remake. And, you know, never know, if the Switch sells enough, they might put it in the cloud for Switch. Who knows? Because we know cloud will be in the cloud, you know, for Switch. Ha ha ha. But yeah, that is basically it. You know, a lot of Final Fantasy, Xenoblade Chronicles, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 direct on June 22nd. Dragon Dogma was announced, and, you know, Final Fantasy Ever Crisis. Hopefully that gets released this year. It looks very exciting. It does look like, now this does, I mean, the remake does look like a remake, but this looks like a remake of the original. And yeah, you know, just be patient for that Final Fantasy remake. You know, we have a lot of games, 50 games coming out, and just don't focus on that one game. You know, try I don't know, Starfield's coming out soon, again, Redfall, and again, that 12-month span, that's not even all of 2023. Again, you know, we'll probably get announcements for Fable, Senua Saga 2. Shoot, that might come out in 2023. What other game? Avowed might come out late 2023. You know, just keep your head up, you know, and also with Redfall, Starfield, and Forza Motorsports, that's 3 Microsoft first party games coming in the first half of 2023. We might get another 3 or maybe 2 more in the second half. But and also, again, don't forget those third party developers. You know, Hogwarts Legacy, we got Persona 4 and 3 coming out in 2023. What other games? There were so many games, I can't even think. There were so many games, but yeah, that will be it for the episode. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and Official J Man the Realist is out.